Exactly. This is what we want. This is what I have always advised Mohbad's father. And also your comment. Mohbad's father he listens to us, and he also reads your comment. He reads your comment. This is what we have encouraged him. Whenever any of these rubbish people say that you are after your son's property, your son's clothes, jewelry, tell them yes. Whatever belongs to your son, you have the right to manage it. You are a manager. That is what you are. If they say you are putting on your son's clothes, or he took his son's jewelry, why not? If not, do not be shy. Do not allow them to press your head down because of your status. Oh, he's a poor man. He is an unsuccessful carpenter. That's the reason why they threw arrows. In fact, a journalist asked, and they said that you are after your son's property. That is the reason why. And I'm asking myself, what property is after his son's wealth? So if you give birth to a child, you went through the process, you benched the mother. You think it is easy to produce a child? Do you know how many people are looking for children? May God give you looking for children. As long as you have a good heart, you are not like Wunmi, or like Wunmi's mother, or like Mohbad's mother, or like Wunmi's elder sister Karimo. May God bless you. May God bless you with your bundle of joy. Is it easy to have a child? Not to talk of raising that child, going through the process, sleepless night, going through the process, taking care of them, loaning money to send them to school. There are some days that you want to sleep. You just want to sleep, but you cannot. You have to wake up to tend to their needs. Then, all of a sudden, one girl from somewhere will now say no DNA. Just take it that this child belongs to Mohbad, and he has willed all that he has to the child. You begin to ask yourself, like, is this one not normal? We are not saying that Mohbad's whatever he has cannot be channeled towards the growth of his son, or if he had a daughter or whatever, or even to, at least, because the lady will move on, but before she will move on, she needs some stability. It's not her fault that her husband passed away. But not in this case of Wunmi. And now you are now throwing out the narrative. The man is after Mohbad's wealth. And like, what wealth? Did Mohbad really have a lot of money? Back then, he didn't have a lot of money because his record label was the one getting the money. Not until Mohbad started going for gigs here and there, doing collabo, then he started acquiring money. In fact, what Mohbad has now is much more than what he had when he was alive. Now, that is not even what I want to talk about. You're about to hear Wunmi. Wunmi said we should forgive her for everything because Mohbad was the only man, is the only man that benched her. So because of that, we should forgive her. That's what Wunmi is telling us. You're about to hear from her. And you know how we do it on this channel? Analysis and translation. After our guest is done talking. Also, you'll be hearing from Mohbad's father. You hear what he has to say.
Sir, I heard your songs online, like I heard your voice online. Sir, you really have voice, sir. Like all I can say is that Mohbad actually got that gift from you, sir. Yes, sir. Wow. That not Mohbad's clothes his dad is putting on. So I had to come through to meet his dad to ask him the same question again. So let's see what Daddy Mohbad have to say to us.
That question is not what I can be answering because my focus now is the justice for my son. But let me just answer that in a brief way. It's my son. I can wear his clothes because we're in the same size. And anybody that have that kind of a son and he cannot share with, that means that person doesn't love his sons. So we are together. I could remember the day when they wanted to go and do the introduction that led to engagement. He bought me a shoe and he said, Daddy, this is what you are going to wear. I said, this shoe is bigger than mine and I don't want it kind of a bogus. So he said, this is exactly what I want you to do. So he wanted to blend me and it's my son. He's a friend to me. So my focus now is the justice for Mohbad. So all those rubbish questions, I don't want to answer any kind of a question like that. So it's my son. I wear his clothes. So whoever.
Where kilo mo ṣe pò bo ẹni kanji down. Wait, I just want solo. Aláyé o, èmi ni mo ṣe, èmi ni mo ṣe, tí Wunmi fi ń parọ́ tó tò yìí o. Ẹ̀rọ àwọn tó ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ gan. Àwọn yẹn gbé sára ni. Náà ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tán so pa. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó sọ. Olórí burúkú ó ní Mohbad ló dé, Mohbad nìkan ló gorí òun láti jọ tóun ti wà láyé. Jọ àwọn tọ́nà bẹ́ẹ̀ sùn kọ́tù Naira Marley ò gorí àbí bíyá Mohbad tó sọ pé òun rọ́kùnrin lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì wa àti Mohbad kò gorí ẹ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n tó ga jù ní àbí. Ókè jẹ́ ká fi gbogbo yẹn lẹ̀ nínú kóòtù. Adájọ́ àgbà béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n mi ìgbà tó bọ́ta nínú corona inquest tó rojọ́ wọ́n wá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé wọ́n ní kí ni connection tó wà láàrin wa àti Sam Larry ó dákẹ́ ó sọ̀rọ̀ ó di wòkè wólẹ̀ wọ́n tún wá bí ẹ́ ṣé Sam Larry ti dú ẹ rí wèrè yóò dáwọ́ ẹ bá mi pẹ́ fàájá kí ló kọ́ ẹ fàájá yẹn náà bàbá tó máa sọ pé fàájá tó máa ń lògò yẹn ẹ bá mi pé gbogbo àwọn tó lọ kóòtù ńjọ́ yẹn nìyẹn ó dàbí mo mi ti gbàgbé ọmọ yìí èpè tó ń jà ya Mohbad ń jà òun náà ó ní very very short memory abẹ́ ti gbàgbé ni ní corona inquest tó kọ́kọ́ ṣe ẹ rántí adájọ́ ní kí ló tó ṣe jẹ́ pé Naira Marley nìkan ni wọ́n mọ̀ ń dárúkọ ṣó mọ́ ẹ máa gbọ́ ṣó mọ́ Sam Larry rí kò dáhùn ṣé Sam Larry ti dún ẹrí kò dáhùn. The last question jẹ́ ìsọ fún yín o ṣé ọkùnrin míì ti gorí ẹ̀rí lẹ́yìn Mohbad wèrè bá ọ̀rọ̀ bá pèsè jẹ́ wèrè bá wọlé ó di wòkè wọlé òwèrè wá sọ̀rọ̀ ní jómíjókè ó bá wòkè ó wọlé ẹ mọ̀ tí pẹ́pẹ́ yẹn bá fẹ́ mọ mi tó bá wòkè tó bá wọlé tó bá wòkè tó bá. Wunmi wèrè bá di odi ńjọ́ náà wèrè bá di odi wọ́n ní òkè ṣé Sam Larry ti du ẹrí kò dáhùn ṣó ti rí Sam Larry rí kò dáhùn. The last question ọlọ́run àwọn lọ́yà yẹn kò gbádùn last question bá béèrè pé ṣé ọkùnrin míì gorí ẹ̀rí lẹ́yìn Mohbad wèrè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn jómíjókè ló bá wòkè ló bá wọlé wòkè wèrè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn tẹ́lẹ̀ tóbi tó máa forí jó ó bá wòkè ó bá wọlé Wunmi olóbò zona region gbogbo region ló ti pọ́pọ́dé wèrè ní Mohbad nìkan ló bòun sùn wèrè tó gbéjà lọ gbogbo federal government territory. Zone by zone ló pọ́pọ́ yẹn dé ó bu ẹ̀tẹ́rẹ̀ rẹ kárí ayé ni wọ́n log in and log out ni wèrè sọ̀bù ẹ̀ di kọ̀mpútà ó sọ̀bù ẹ̀ di wifi wọ́n log in log out ni wèrè ní Mohbad nìkan ló bóun sùn. Wèrè ó sọ̀bù di wifi bó ṣe ń log in lọ gbogbo èèyàn ló ń tàpù nu wifi yẹn ẹ mọ̀ tí o bá ṣe wifi ni open wifi tẹ́ restrict ẹ̀ bó bo ohun mi ṣe rí nìyẹn open wifi ló bu ẹ̀ wọ́n ń tà log in and log out. Wèrè olóhùn nìkan ni Mohbad bá sùn Mohbad òun nìkan ni Mohbad bá sùn ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ.
But now I'm saying it properly that I do what I have. I am the mother of my child. And none of you all.
Wunmi, èmi gbogbo ala bí ọmọ wa. Bàbá là ń sọ yín fún ṣé Mohbad ló bí ọmọ. Ṣé wọ́n ló pa Mohbad àbí wọ́n kọ́ simple question ni. No need to beat around the bush.
I repeat, none of you all have any right to tell me to do DNA except I wish to do it.
Ṣé only none of you all, any Nigerian government, especially people handling this case, Berekete, God will uphold you. God will give you long life, sir. Chesigba, we refer that sit off. Show na secret. You do secret DNA, I mean not do secret DNA. As he bust you, we that sit off. If you know, more understand the jare, more understand the apokajaye. Oh, watch a leve. Want to move a long or we that sit off. Àbí gbogbo yín wọ́n ti ni mo sọ pé mo ṣe DNA bàbá mi ò mú DNA wá a máa lọ ṣe ní Amẹ́ríkà ó ti wá sọ́nsì oníwọ̀ oníkò sẹ́ni tó lè ní kò ṣe DNA Wùmí dáadáa bó ti yẹ pé òrì mi wàá ṣe DNA yẹn a tún fomi ṣàn díẹ̀ Wùmí wàá ṣe DNA yẹn a tún fomi tàǹbà fún èmi tí mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni I'm not going to argue too much. Wàá ṣe DNA yẹn àtúntàǹbà fún mo wá ń sọ fún ẹ lọ́sàn bí kú ló lóko bí pàkúté nẹ ìpàdé ní kóòtù wàá ṣe DNA yẹn tó o bá ṣe DNA yẹn kí n lọ bá bàbá mi àti ìyá mi lọ́hùn Wùmí for me láti gbéra mi ṣépè láàárọ̀ yìí mi ti jẹ kankan tí o bá ṣe DNA yẹn Wùmí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́sàn yìí ṣùgbọ́n tó family yín ò kàn mí ṣùgbọ́n mo wá ń ṣépè láti fi jẹ́ kó rí àrídájú pé tí ò bá ṣe DNA yẹn sí kí n lọ join ìyá àti bàbá mi lọ́rùn. Wùmí sọ pé nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ fà wọ́n ni pé ìgbà tí Wùmí ò ṣe wò ó pé Liam inú oyún ló yìí wà because ó sọ pé kóun tó bímọ gan lọ́tí àtàkì Mohbad ìwọ ṣe já gbogbo ìjà yẹn pé sẹ́ ọkọ mi lélẹ́ ìsẹ̀ ẹni bí ọkọ mi ní mo ń sọ fún ẹ sẹ́ pé àìmọye obìnrin tó ń wò mí lẹ́ni tó yẹ pé wọ́n máa ń gbà àjẹ́ nítorí ọkọ wọ́n máa ń gbà àjẹ́ nítorí ọkọ wọn sẹ́ pé eléyìí lẹ máa ṣe mọ́sẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ti ń pa gbogbo èèyàn sẹ́ ẹ máa pa mí kẹ́ tó kọ́kọ́ mi Wùmí ò máa ṣe yẹn ó wá di tọmọ ẹ̀ sì ìgbà tó jẹ́ pé ò láìkí ẹ̀ ò náání ẹ̀ ó kàn wá ń bẹ̀ bí aláìsí ni èmi ń sọ fún ẹ̀ sì ń pèsè nínú gbogbo ọdún tó fi wà pẹ̀lú Mohbad ẹ̀mẹ́ta ni Mohbad kókó bu ẹ̀ ń di olórí burúkú ọmọ tó bu ẹ̀ bá ti ń gbé fúkẹ́ báyìí ó ń lọ fún wọn ná nínú lẹ́kì nìyẹn òun ló dífá fún pé ìwà àtẹ tó pè lọ́pọ̀ ẹja tó dẹ̀ sẹ́ pé ó ń bleed profusely olóyìnbó sọnù ó ló ń bleed profusely ẹ wá dé géètì ibi tẹ́tí fẹ́ lọlé oníkọ́sílẹ̀ kò fẹ́ lọ sọ́tẹ́ẹ̀lì ṣọ́fù hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì ṣẹ́ ni olóṣì wàá máa lọ sọ́tẹ́ẹ̀lì ìgbà tó yẹ pé Rita Lori ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé ẹ̀ Rita Lori ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé ẹ̀ ibẹ̀ ló ní yàrá sí mo yìí ń gbé story yẹn bọ̀ Rita Lori sùúrù lérè kọ́ tó renovate ẹ̀ ibẹ̀ ló ti ń tajà ṣe bó ta pé dé Rita Lori hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì náà ní kọ́ tó invite ẹ̀ kó máa ṣiṣẹ́ àṣẹwó ń bẹ̀ olófo tí o ní gbogbo energy o wà bọ́ta gbígbó up to today o gbé àwọn tó mọ̀ ẹ́ pọ̀ pa Mohbad gan o gbé wọn ṣépè àwa tá à ń tà ta fẹ́ rí ìdájọ́ òdodo àwa ló bọ́ síta fún báyìí even àwọn tó sọ pé o mọ̀ gan kò tiẹ̀ wá bọ́ta kó má dárúkọ wọn kò ṣe ṣò fún wọn gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ mọ̀ ń pa fún ọkọ mi gbogbo ìwọ tí mò ń wò yẹn ṣọmọ ẹ pé mo mọ̀ ẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n mo ní dárúkọ ẹ kó wọ́n máa ṣépè ńlá lábàá èmi gan abẹ́ ṣí ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n àwa tá à ń wá justice àwa lè ń wá fún òní kúre mo ti sọ fún yín kí gbogbo Nàìjíríà parapọ̀ wọ́n máa jáde fún mi kò bà mí sórí ara mi bó ṣe ń bà mí báyìí ló ṣe ń ta padà padà ẹ máa gbọ́.
àtàwọn ọkùnrin tó tọ́ kó àgbà yìí nìkan èyí orí láti rojọ́.
ọkùnrin tó tọ́ ṣé olórí burúkú ọba ẹlẹ́kẹ̀ẹ́ red road ṣé bí olórí burúkú ọba ẹlẹ́kẹ̀ẹ́ red road àwọn ọkùnrin tó tọ́ rọ̀gbà yìí ẹ̀ka àbáwọn ọbẹ̀ lásìmọ́dà olójú òwúrọ̀ olórí burúkú aláyàgbígbẹ okó ẹ̀ tírín okó ẹ̀ dàbí báírò kókó má sọra bó ṣe rí lókó ẹ̀ ṣe rí wèrè ó wọ bọ́ksà ti jo gbogbo òdí ẹ̀ gbogbo òdí ẹ̀ ti jò ṣé àwọn ọbẹ̀ lásìmọ́dà olókó tí okó ẹ̀ dàbí BIC pen ẹ̀ mà wọ́n báyọ̀ tó bá fi ṣe common interest ní Nàìjíríà boko bẹ́ẹ̀ lásìmọ́dà ṣe rí ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ lásìmọ́dà lọkùnrin àbí Sam Larry tó kọ́ ẹ̀ ti sá wọlé tó àbá tí ìbá fàáfàá kọ́ mú kò lè jáde síta àwọn ọkùnrin náà wọ́n pa àwọn ọkùnrin òun pa àwọn bíi Bella Shmurda àwọn bíi Sam Larry àwọn bíi Ọba Lẹ́kì àwọn yẹn ló pè lọ́kùnrin àwọn ọkùnrin gidi yẹ ká sáwọn yẹn lọ́kùnrin àwọn olórí burúkú ọkùnrin tó yẹ pé bọ́ ṣe máa gbé àlàyé bọ́ ṣe máa gbé ọmọ wọn sí náà nìyẹn bọ́ ṣe pa Mohbad lọ́ ṣe máa pa wọn sáwọn ọkùnrin gidi nìyẹn sáwọn tó ṣe give me assurance sáwọn tó fẹ́ l'assurance ni assurance ayé ẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ ni abẹ́gbọ̀ àwọn ọkùnrin gidi yí mi ká wọ́n ń pọkùnrin gidi òun pa àwọn yẹn lọ́kùnrin àwọn tó fún ẹ lóyún tó bímọ fún tọ̀ lè bọ́ta pẹ̀lú full chest tí wọ́n pa àwọn ló bímọ fún àwọn tó ń dì náà yẹ tí gbogbo ayé ń bi ẹ́ pé kí ló pa ọmọ ta ló lọ́mọ àwọn tó ń dì náà yẹ ló ń pè lọ́kùnrin gidi ọkùnrin gidi máa bọ́ta pẹ̀lú full chest ẹni ó máa dóhùn lòun lọ́mọ ẹ lọ tẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ní ọ̀la yín ṣùgbọ́n wọn ò lè bọ́ta wọ́n dì náà yẹ níbi òbò dídó torí tó tẹ fẹ́ dóbò tó di ọmọ ẹ̀ paná ni dájú búlẹ̀ sí di òkè ni àwọn àjọ ló ń wònà kòkòkò bí olórí ń bọ̀.
mi ò sọ̀rọ̀ tọ́tọ́ wa bá mi tó bá yẹ kí tó tọ́ èmi ọmọ mi ọ̀pọ̀ ayẹyẹ olúwa mi ní mo jẹjẹ tó bá bá mi lọ ìmọ̀ kọ̀ dọ́kọ̀ yẹn tó bá yẹ mi ò ṣe tó ẹ̀rọ tó tu ẹ̀ ẹ̀sùn parẹ́ nípa ìyẹn olúwa kọ́ mi.
gbogbo ìṣẹ̀dá tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
ẹ̀sùn parọ́ ẹ̀sùn pé ìyẹn olúwa kọ́ mi ọkọ mi fi ọ́ sọ́dọ̀ ọmọ youth.
ṣé ẹ gbé lórí burúkú ọkọ mi nǹkan tó dá wọn lẹ tó bá bí ẹ̀dá tó bá ṣú ọ̀fun ẹ̀ pé ẹni tó lọ́mọ owó ẹ̀yẹn lọ́kọ ẹ̀ tó bá ṣèbódò láyà ni ìwọ pé ẹni tó lọ́mọ owó ẹ̀ lọ́kọ abẹ́gbọ̀ the husband of my youth. ó ṣàfẹ́ lẹ̀ mọ́ wa lójú ṣá kò dẹ̀ wẹ́ pé àwa kan sọ lórí gan àkó gbogbo yẹn jẹ́ ó ní ọkọ mi olórí burúkú àtẹ̀jẹ́ pé ìyá ìgbélé ọkọ òun tí ìyá gbọ̀n lọ́mọ ràn àbó mọ̀ ni ẹbí rábì àtù òun tẹ́gbọ̀n ní ọkọ mi ìyá bàbá ẹ̀gbọ́n sá lọ fún ìyá ẹ̀gbẹ̀yìn ni ó sálà sásà láfẹ́mi ẹ̀ nígbẹ̀yìn wọ́n lọ gbé wá kò jọ wèrè kò já sí ìjọ tí Mohbad fẹ́ ṣe ìyàwó ni ìjọ tí Mohbad fẹ́ ṣe introduction ẹ̀ ọ́ di lókun lẹ́sẹ̀ wá ní ọkọ mi.
ní orúkọ Jésù mi ò ní ṣẹ́gbẹ́ fún yín mọ́ àwọn ọmọdé bá ti tó bá bí tó bá ti ara yín jáde ó sọ pé kò sí tó bá ṣe tọ́jọ́ tó láyé sẹ́ ẹ̀yin lọ́wọ́ tẹ̀lé àwọn ọmọ yín.
Wùmí kò sí bó ṣe lè dàgbà tó láyè ìwọ ló máa gbẹ̀yìn Liam àti gbogbo èyí tó bá tún bí yẹn tọ́lọ́ bá fún ẹ ní opportunity because o lè ní opportunity yẹn mọ́. Wùmí èpè tó ṣẹ́ǹsì kò sí bó ṣe lè dàgbà tó dẹ̀ ní dàgbà yẹn ọjọ́ ò ní dalẹ̀ ò lè tààtì bó ṣe wà yẹn ìjọ éèjì tó jẹ́ kí Mohbad gbélé ayé ṣe ìwọ́rúgọ òní tó yẹn náà jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ fún èpè tó ṣẹ́yẹn sórí kò sí bó ṣe lè dàgbà tó láyè tó dẹ̀ ní dàgbà ìwọ ló máa gbẹ̀yìn ọmọ ẹ̀ Liam tó gbé dání tó jọ lójú ẹ̀ ìwọ ló máa gbẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ kò sí bí ìyá ẹ̀ ṣe lè dàgbà tó Jùmọ̀kẹ́ òun ló máa gbẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ kò sí bí Jùmọ̀kẹ́ ṣe lè gbẹ̀yìn dàgbà tó òun ló máa gbẹ̀yìn Kàrímọ́ gbogbo ọmọ tẹ bí fún ìyá yín ló máa gbẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ló máa gbẹ̀yìn gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yín ò ní ṣe oríire ṣe àjẹbí láti máa wá justice ni ṣe àjẹbí ni. abẹ́ ìgbépè tó ṣẹ́ ìwọ ló máa gbẹ̀yìn ọmọ yẹn wàá fojú sunkún ọmọ yẹn wàá fara gbà wẹ̀ gbogbo ẹkún kíkọ̀kọ̀ tí bàbá Mohbad sùn àti gbogbo àwọn táwọn Mohbad tá a sùn lórí Mohbad wàá sún ẹkún kíkọ̀kọ̀ wàá sunkún lórí ọmọ yẹn wàá káwọ́ mọ́rí fẹsẹ̀ jọlẹ̀ wàá dé kábàámọ̀ jẹ. Wùmí ìwọ ló máa gbẹ̀yìn Liam wàá ṣọ́kú mọ́ ẹ lójú Wùmí Liam wàá ṣọ́kú mọ́ ẹ lójú aṣọ́kú mọ́ ẹ lójú àdàbí tá a bá jẹ̀bi pé à ń bèrè ikú tó pa Mohbad wà nù ilé ẹ 72 hours 48 hours 24 hours look at what you are saying here just because you are seeking for justice wo èpè tó ń ṣe the only time dípẹ́ ìfipamọ́ wa ni pé tó bá jẹ́ pé à seek for justice lórí òótọ́ àti lódodo ṣùgbọ́n tó bá pé lóòótọ́ là ń seek for justice Wùmí gbogbo èpè tó ṣe pátá ó ti tiẹ̀ ó ti ti ṣẹ̀dá ẹ̀ ó ti ti gbogbo nǹkan tó bá rẹ̀ jáde ó ní jèrè Liam bó ṣe wù kó pẹ́ láyé tó àgọ́ alẹ́ lọ́nà máa ṣe ẹ́ wàá yàgò alẹ́ ni. Wùmí tó bá bí gba ọmọ tó dẹ̀ ní bí láyè torí o ti yàgò alẹ́ báyìí tó bá bí gba ọmọ kò ní kù kan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó bá bí gba ọmọ Wùmí kò ní kù kan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ báìbù dà wọ́n mo ṣe fún ẹni owó dà báìbù. Ó dàbí English Bible yẹn ò ní ṣe dáadáa. English Bible la ní ẹ má wọrí Màá get Yorùbá Bible. Ẹ má worry, màá get Yorùbá Bible. Ṣẹ́gbọ́n, ẹ má worry. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ.
Àwọn ọmọ yìí wọn ò ní sin àmì.
Wunmi, ò ní sí Liam. Liam ò dẹ̀ wá tún ní sí ẹ́. Òkú ẹ ojú títì, ojú gọ́tà, ajá ló máa jẹ òkú ẹ gbẹ̀yìn. Ò ní rí Liam sí o. Ò ní rọ́mọ pé ránṣẹ́ o. Lórúkọ Jésù gbogbo èpè tó ń ṣe pátá fún gbogbo àwọn tó wá justice ó padà lọ báyìí, ó padà lọ bá ìyá ẹ, ó padà lọ bá Kàrímọ́, ó padà lọ bá gbogbo àwọn supporter ẹ lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Fi ọmọ yóò fi yín nínú ọ̀rẹ́ Ramadan lọ́lá oṣù àpọ́nlé lọ́lá inú ọ̀rẹ́ tí mo wà yìí lọ́lá gbogbo àbí ọmọ ayé.
Olórí burúkú ṣé torí mo sì gbé fọ́tò ẹ jáde olóṣì lòun àná àwẹ̀ ṣé wọn ò ya fọ́tò ẹbí tó ti ra bọ̀ ní àtẹ̀pà ṣe rí wèrè tún parọ́ mọ́ Jésù nínú oṣù Ramadan kí ló èwo ló fẹ́ ṣe gan-an ṣe bó sọ pé Christian lòun làwọn ṣe fọ́mọ ní William ṣe bó ní Christian lòun làwọn ṣe fọ́mọ ní William ó tún nínú àwẹ̀ Ramadan Ọlọ́run máa kú ìrọ̀jú o Ọlọ́run máa kú ìrọ̀jú o àbí ẹ̀gbọ́n ṣé torí mi sì gbé fọ́tò mi tó ti ra bọ̀ ní àtẹ̀pà jáde aláyé bàjẹ́ wọ́n ń gbàwẹ̀ ni àwẹ̀ tó gbà kí Mohbad tó kú àwẹ̀ tó gbà ìgbà tí Mohbad tó ń sunkún fún ẹ pé kò gba òun ń kú lọ.
Ọ̀sẹ̀jọ́ dis lọ́lá gbogbo àgbàmọ̀ ọ̀run lọ́lá gbogbo ọkùnrin alálùbáríkà nínú orúkọ Jésù ọmọ onípọ̀mọ yóò ní sinmi ẹ̀yin lè máa sin ọmọ mi láti ẹ̀rọ títí dé pìtúwẹ̀ ẹ ti ṣàgbèrè mo máa lọ fún kọ́nsẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn tó bá ti tó dọ̀la ẹ tún kẹ́ ọ ọ̀pọ̀pọ̀ máa kẹ́ ẹ máa pẹ́ ìwọ̀n ṣàbí olórí burúkú.
Ọ̀la ní ọ̀kejì. Come back again. Tomorrow you're coming back again. We are coming back. We are going to be for good 7 days. Ṣẹlẹ̀ ìyá wèrè ni.
Ẹyẹ pàtàkó notification títí di ẹgbẹ́ ìtọ́sí yẹn ẹ máa ṣe orí burúkú. Ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ ti yà wò ẹ wo Wunmi bẹ́ẹ̀ ni èmi náà ni mo bí mo pa òní ẹ pé.
Ọmọ bí wọn kí ló sọ tún sọ ọmọ ni Mohbad jẹ́ fún ẹ ọmọ mi kọ́mọ.
Ṣé ń gbọ́ ọmọ ni Mohbad jẹ́ fóun ṣé gbọ́ ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń jáde lẹ́nu ọmọ yìí ọmọ ni Mohbad jẹ́ sóun ṣètòrí ẹ̀ ló ṣe pa.
So, Wunmi Cynthia, Wunmi Cynthia Adebanjo, let me call you by your full name. She came on social media to lay curses on everybody seeking for justice for Mohbad. Can you imagine? She came out to lay curses. You see, when a common, not even common, let us say a criminal, let's just call her a criminal, like this, Wunmi, a wicked person, or let us even make it better. Let's call her a wicked person. Once a wicked person realizes that there is no way out whatsoever, no way out. When they know that they've been caught, they resort to curses. They try to pretend like they are the victim. They do all sort of comedy, like what Wunmi is presenting. She has tried everything. First, she hid behind the scene using a blog, Useless Lover. When that blog fell out of grace, because people said to themselves, okay, this blog often will put out private matters of people. People love to listen to bad news of other people. Oh, this man took another woman, this woman stole this other woman's husband and stuff like that. But when it became Mohbad's issue, that blog broke into pieces. Wunmi ran away from the blog. She ran away from the blog. She gave the blog a long rope. And the face, in quote, the face of this blog, Iyabo Ojo aka Shekpeteri, Tonto DK aka Egbere, both of them came out physically to support Wunmi. They kept pressing, pushing. And people asked, like, wait, hold on a sec. What is this thing? Are you guys saying that if Mohbad was your son, you will stand and face the world saying, no DNA, is that the justice? Wunmi is a witness. She's not the prime suspect. As if Wunmi was in the US. As if Wunmi was in Europe. As if Wunmi was outside of Nigeria when Mohbad died. As if Wunmi wasn't there. Social media came hard at them. They ran for their dear life. They realized that to dance where they sell coffin is not the right thing to do. They ran away. They erased themselves, removed themselves, kept quiet, working behind the scene with Wunmi, telling her, don't worry, nothing will happen. Tell Mohbad's father that if he wants DNA, he should get Mohbad's DNA result and the rest of his children, present it to you before he demands that from you. Oh, he doesn't have money for DNA. Tell him you want DNA in 3 places. One in the US, one in the UK, one in Nigeria. Where is he going to get money from? When they realized that people were ready to donate, they ran away. They changed again. They said, tell him to demand for DNA via legal route. Tell him to go to the court. Tell him to go through his lawyer. Mohbad's father spoke to Wunmi's lawyer and Wunmi refused DNA. In between this, Wunmi was looking for ways to rope Mohbad's father, looking for ways to pin threat on Mohbad's father, like, oh, this man is threatening me. I need to travel out of Nigeria. They are looking for me everywhere. Oh God, help me. These people will take. If this Wunmi, you're a scammer. She did all of these things. Nothing worked. Nothing worked for her. Nothing at all. Nothing. Having tried to create that narrative, to create that opportunity to claim asylum, and none of it worked. Having done all of that and nothing worked, even with the last one that she dropped recently, reading from a script, it's obvious that she's reading from something that has been written. Having done all of this and social media saw past it, having done all of this, she realized that there is no other way. No other way. No other way. Nothing is working. No one is interested. No one is interested. No one. Not at all. Nobody's interested. Nobody's interested. She now said to herself, the only way out of this, the only way out of this is to face those seeking for justice for Mohbad, and I'll begin to curse them. I'll begin to say all sort of trash to them because I have been cornered. I thought I was going to escape this one. My mom, corrupt police officer, she backed me up. She promised me that she is a former cop and that she knows what to do. But none of these things are working. Even the man in question that got me pregnant is unwilling to put his face, is unwilling to stretch his hands into my problem now, into the problem that we both created together. I thought she was saying industry gods, industry lords, industry this and that. I thought she was saying all of this. Now that she could not hide under industry god, she could not hide under industry that, she couldn't hide under Prime Boy or anyone at all. She resorted into cursing. She resorted into talking trash. She resorted into saying that everybody seeking for justice, this and that. And they are also sending it back to you, back to the sender. Back to the sender. In fact, people have decided to hide Liam because it is glaring that Liam is not Mohbad's son. I do not feel good and comfortable laying curses at that little boy. Why? Because nobody selects or has the opportunity to choose the family or country that they will be born. You cannot even choose your race. Everything is handed to you without you being conscious of it. Some might say, oh, you selected it yourself from heaven. At least on earth here, you are not conscious of it. No one chooses where to be born to. So I will not be part of those that will lay curses at that boy. But you know how these things are. You know how these things are. You know how it is. You know how it is. The sins of the father, the sins of the mother will now connect to the second, third, first generation. That is why this little boy is receiving strokes from the one that is being given to the mom. Now, this child would never have had any of this happen if Wunmi is truly a woman that is willing to protect her son. If she was willing to protect her son, she would have just stopped this greed. Because it is unbelievable to even imagine that a lady, a woman that got involved in the demise of her, or that is, okay, let's even make it clear. The woman that killed her husband, killed her boyfriend or baby daddy, still wants to inherit the baby daddy's wealth and still wants to give to the memory of the baby daddy a child that is not his. Terrible, isn't it? Terrible. 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 So sad, so bad. So sad, so bad. Wow. Well, I don't know what you guys think of this one. Because this world, Wunmi, what is this? What is this rubbish? What is this nonsense? What makes you think that those behind you, like your mom and whoever, telling you go on, go ahead, lay curses at them, fight them, tell them, what have we asked of you? What have we asked of you? At least on this platform, we've not cursed your son. But since you have started cursing the children of those that are seeking for justice for Mohbad, home and abroad, in the diaspora, all over the continents of the world, America, Canada, Africa, Australia, Europe, you started cursing them. Wunmi started cursing the children, started cursing those that are seeking for justice for Mohbad. This is what prompted them to do what they call back to the sender. They are sending it back to her. Like, you know, if you can curse our child, you realize that our voices. And imagine a child that has not even started discovering himself. Heavy curses. The child can't sleep. That's what we heard. That child is restless. He can't sleep 24 hours because of the wickedness, the abomination of his mom. The abomination of his mom. So, Wunmi, you are the one that laid curses, and they are returning back the curse. And you are now saying these curses that they laid on your child. Oh God, you need asylum. You need asylum. Like, seriously, I don't really get it. Has anybody physically done anything to you? No. So, are you trying to say if, for example, you find your way to the US, Canada, Europe, anywhere, are you saying social media does not exist there? Like, I don't understand. Is there a kind of restriction? Wunmi, is there a restriction? No one has physically done anything to you, like how you physically did to Mohbad. No one has done nothing to you. You are not the victim here. You are not the victim. Mohbad is the victim. Liam is the victim. Because you are putting him through all this by not doing the right thing. You are putting him through all. Come on. Are you not the one that hid CCTV footage so that your sin will not be found out? You hid the CCTV. You did a lot of things. You lied about when Mohbad passed away. Because people are asking, what will make you people embalm someone who you claim passed away about 3 to 4 hours? Like, let's even say, okay, the weather is humid and it's like the heat is too much. How come you hid everything from the father? You started calling the mother, packaging the mother behind the scene, working behind the mother, because you know she's senseless. Wunmi, you are the one. You are the one that put your son in the midst of curses. And it is not the curse that came out of spite, anger, hatred towards you. No, it is simply called back to the sender. It's a law. It's a law. It's a law. It's a law. They had to return it back to you. They gave it back to you, back to back. You cannot continue to think that you can open your mouth anytime you like and open your mouth and talk anyhow. You can't. We will not allow you. We will not allow you. We will not. We will not allow you. We will not allow it. We will continue to stand our ground strong on this one. Don't think we will bow. We will not bow. We will not sit back. This one, no, not at all. Not at all, Wunmi. Not at all. We will not. So, go and practice how to curse more. Go and practice how to curse more. Say whatever you want to say. You see the back to sender that they are throwing at you, your mom, your grandmother, your father, your grandfather, everything that surrounds you. Can you see it for yourself? Well, that's it. You will learn. You will learn in prison. Wunmi, this justice for Mohbad, it is more than you and your family can ever imagine. Mohbad said it. He said it. He said, this will be the last that you guys have been doing this wickedness. So it means that it runs in your family. He knows you guys have crippled a lot of men. Crippled a lot of men that came across you people. You've crippled so many. Justice for Mohbad.